Dr. Srinivasan has been an inspiration to thousands of students from Coimbatore, Erode, and Salem district with his pragmatic approach to education. He is a gold medalist from IIT Bombay and has worked for last 30 years building talents or even CEOs from rural villages. And Mathy is one of his students. Today, he is the founder and principal of Knowledge Institute of Technology in Salem. I kindly welcome Dr. P.S.S. Srinivasan to inaugurate the digital internship program as well as talk to us about the impact of pandemic on the employability skills. Welcome, sir.
Yeah, thank you, madam. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. You're audible. Yeah.
Uh, I am very much thankful to Madi and 50 Hands for giving me this opportunity. It's a great honor that we could able to see our chancellor also today. I feel he's one of my key role model in building the institution, along with Samuel, Satish, JC, and Swarnalata. It is good that the a teacher the great a teacher will feel great when his students are moving up on the value chain. So that way, I being a teacher to Madi, I feel really happy and really coming to the topic that is being given to me. How does the pandemic has changed the job thing? Let me share my screen so that I have prepared few slides. Yeah. So I am very happy in inaugurating the digital internship program of 50 Hands. So August 1st is a great in the history of 50 Hands, and I hope this 50 Hands will give a lot of help. I see their vision statement: humans for good, information for good, innovation for good. So many good are there. So naturally, good things will happen. Uh, so the employment, if you look into this is one of the more authenticated reports in India about employment with respect to India. Almost the past 6 7 years, such reports are being released since number of survey people are large. Naturally, it has got more authenticity. If you really look into the last year, that is 2019 data, this is how the employability of various art, science, engineering, and pharmacy program, excluding medicine. And if you look into the engineering streams, it varies from 50 to 60. But on the contrary, MBA has dropped from 54 to 36. And this are huge suffering here. And polytechnic employment has dropped very significantly, and so on. So, in a nutshell, 50 percentage of engineering graduates produced and 65 percentage of the diploma holders are unemployed. The reasons are, according to my view, the lower employability skills. This is where the digital internship and uh, kind of aspects are going to meet. They do not meet the employer requirements in terms of knowledge, skills, attitude, and behavior. The second aspect is more and more competition, cutthroat competition, because the more and more gross enrollment ratio, more and more graduates are coming up. So naturally, they are all forced to face the competition. The third aspect is that the technology is changing very fast and adapting to change from curricular aspect. Institutions like VIT, they are very much fast enough to adopt this, but affiliated institutions like us, we find it very difficult. We cope this in the form of industry linked laboratories and running value added courses beyond curriculum that increases the workload of the students. So naturally, there is a trade-off the student has to make. So this is how today the well-established automobile market is being greatly disturbed by Tesla. So when you look either a student or an organization or an individual, the quality of product and service we offer, these are the four mantras we must keep in mind to face the competition. So one is the quality of product and service, and there is a need for continuous improvement, and we have to keep the customer in mind. And all these three are concepts, but really how we do execute in the field, this is where the real difference makes. When it comes to 50 hands, pulling up some of the industry minds and helping the upcoming students in the form of digital internships in this pandemic, how it is being executed meticulously, that is where it stands. And in fact, the students of Knowledge Institute of Technology who are undergoing have got very systematically, they learn many things. They feel very proud of making this training, digital internship. So, see, today everything revolves around a customer. So, when I was started my career in 1990, then these were the statements. A product means it must conform to stated attributes. Later, it to stated and implied attributes. Now, whether it is stated or implied doesn't mean it must meet the needs. Then it is increased to needs and wants. Then it is increased to customer satisfaction. Now, customer delight. Now it's a customer excitement. Even in digital internship, whether if the internship doesn't excite, give the excitement, then naturally there will be a dropout. So now more and more of excitement plus personalization. It's moving towards this. So to overcome this, again, whether the student or the organization or the individual, these are the six key mantras I somehow or other adopt in the form of 360-degree personality development, uh, which covers around 400 hours in terms of other aspects and 600 hours on employability. Some 1080 hours, very structured program we run at Knowledge Institute of Technology, covering various aspects. So these are all the in addition to technical skills we need. So every individual has to create unique selling proposition, and there must be a value for the customer or the employer. If a student goes and work, there must be value for the employer and user experience. So these are the key aspects. Second thing, either individual or organization, we need branding and marketing. And today, networking and relationship become. Even this is at Vellore, I am at Salem, Madhi is at Toronto, Canada, and different people are at different locations. Now you see that how the relationship and networking has really helped. This is what is the need of here. As the technology is changing fast, we need everyone should be agile, either the organization or the individual. Similarly, scalability is a key factor. There was not a word before this IT revolution, but in the past 20 years, yeah, whatever forum or conference or meeting you say, is it scalable? That is where. Of course, digital is the fourth industrial revolution, and we are all moving towards digital. So, coming to from this perspective, uh, what are the key employ? So now we are in the process of outcome-based education rather than input-driven education system, and the focus is on not on the content. The focus is on the. So when I was a student rolled out of engineering college, the only if at all there were interviews, I have faced one interview when I was with completed diploma, and then another interview at after my BE, then two interviews at MTech. There were no questions asked anything beyond what I learned, only technical. But in 2020, so it has taken a shape like this. Beyond technical capability, we need a lot of other skills: teamwork, critical thinking, ethical and social responsibility, communication skills, both in a digital and oral form, plays a very vital role. Since technology is fast changing, lifelong learning and problem solving, leadership and entrepreneurial qualities. So in fact, keeping that in mind, the outcome-based education system of ABET and India, NB of India also, they come out with these 12 attributes, out of which if you see, out of 7 attributes, this 12, 7 are related to professional outcomes rather than the technical outcomes. The technical outcomes also, use of modern tools usage is gaining importance. This is where, say for example, this data visualization, certain tools are used by 50 hands, but this does not find a role in most of the curriculums in India. This is where the thing lies. The another dimension is that yesterday's problems were more almost linear. But today, every problem is a complex problem. That's why in the all five technical attributes, you can see that complex engineering problem solving, complex engineering problem solving. So this is where the complex engineering problem means the problems are not uh, the kind of one that is not that is given at the end of the textbook. They are not completely framed. That's an open-ended problem. They require the lots of few physics, but mostly this is where this open-ended problem. In a closed-ended problem, every student will get the same answer when you solve the problem. In the open-ended problem, if there are 50 students, all 50 will get a different answers. And this is where the higher order thinking skills, earlier 70 percentage of the content was taught on remembering, understanding and applying. Now we need to reduce this to 30% and make our shift on analyzing, evaluating and creating. This is where the shift is happening. So how come this can be imparted? So like our regular teaching learning process that's happening, we fixed our examinations, we can evaluate only the remembering, understanding, and applying part. When it comes to analysis, evaluation, creating part, we need to have course projects, mini projects, minor projects, capstone projects, and open-ended problem-solving skills like industry internships. So this is where it is very difficult to assess through fixed level examinations. So curriculum must be more experiential. And the entire curriculum is not necessarily what we teach in the college itself. Totally, the student has to learn, and it has to be contextual and situated to the needs. So these are all the essential requirements that are currently the last 2-3 years everyone has to practice. And at Knowledge Institute of Technology, we have about 70 clubs and forums and 20 plus industry linked laboratories and about 23 value added courses completely framed by industries. They are all being taught beyond curriculum to impart all those things. Just 2-3 days back, when Madi called me and asked for this, I just checked what are the skill sets that the COVID world has changed. So these are all the almost everything is being repeated, and just for a sample. So in the post-COVID world, what are the new skills what we need? Again, you can see what we were discussed earlier. It has got more prominence here: adaptability and flexibility, tech savviness, creativity, innovation, data literacy, critical thinking, digital and coding skills, leadership skills, emotional intelligence, commitment to lifelong learning. So coming to another study that has again listed almost the same things, not much. Coming to another study, it was again same thing, but customer service and marketing. These are all the two new dimensions that are being added. Like that, almost I surveyed some 20-25 reports. The same thing is being getting repeated. So the solution is more and more industry institute interaction and industry need based courses, curriculum taught by industry and industry internships. Really, we have to thank 50 Hands for providing this internship in the digital situation. This is all, that's all. But today's students will be excited only when he says this, yes, I did it. So whatever we teach is a concept, whatever he understands is a concept. But when he really does something, this is where the real happiness comes, and this is where the 50 Hands are really helping every student hands and minds. Uh, this is what I wanted to share. Really, I thank Madi and his team for creating such a wonderful organization and making the things, bridging this important required skills. You are not only bridging the needs of the industry, small scale organizations, but really the 30-40 years our students has to make their living and be successful. As our chancellor used to say, and Mr. Satish quoted, so we need more employers than employees, and we must create a positive impact in the society. That is where our tagline is also education, empowerment, and excellence. So in this dimension, really there's a new kind of effort and venture that will definitely help. It's a win-win situation for everyone. Thanks to Madi, and wish you all the best uh, for this endeavor to become successful. I'm very happy in being part of this event, and very happy in declaring that the digital internship program is being opened. Thank you, Madi. Thanks to everyone.
Thank you, sir. Really appreciate.
Thank you so much, Dr. Srinivasan. He has officially inaugurated our digital internship program, and he has also mentioned what an organization need in a foundation and how branding and marketing and how to deal with complex problems throughout our work. So, thank you for your great insight, sir.